welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that is half man, half David Thewlis. It's Adam Hodgins.
Oh, when you said my intro was going to be great, I did not expect that. That was amazing.
So if
Mark,
anyone...
we've been doing this for what, 2-3 years?
Yep.
Never have I been stumped by an intro before.
And for everyone listening,
I had no bit.
So we keep jumping on each other, but I think that intro just threw our rhythm off here. It threw our Adam and Mark get together rhythm, our Montana burger rhythm. But right. It's
we can't even get our act together with that intro. I don't know.
I never plan for intros. Like very rarely do I have them written, and so just before we go, I kind of have to think of something for the intro for the guest because I just think it's more fun that way. Maybe.
Well, it adds an authentic charm.
Yeah, I will say maybe 13% of the time I write something because it's about 6 sentences long or I want to be silly. So then I will do that. But 87%, I do that. So I just thought, what's funny? Like I was going to say half man, half like Afghan hound from the Suicide Squad, which I love. I'm sitting next to a werewolf. But I just thought, if David Thewlis is half man, half Dragonheart, then what's a half man, half David Thewlis? He was a werewolf in a movie.
A quarter dragon.
So you're a quarter dragon, you're a quarter Thewlis, and you're half Hodgins.
I think, Mark, if I was single, which I'm not, and I haven't been for 20 years, and I was in like the hip-hop dance club scene, my pickup line would be, hey, I'm Adam, I'm a quarter dragon.
And a quarter Thewlis?
And I wouldn't lead with that. That wouldn't be my go-to maneuver, but I would say I'm a quarter dragon and just walk away.
I'd walk up to people, hey, you know David Thewlis? Think about it. This is right about when Lord of the Rings was coming out. Wait, no, he was in Harry Potter. Was he in Lord of the Rings, David Thewlis? I'm thinking of the other guy from 300.
Yes, and this was 96. Lord of the Rings didn't come out to, 99, right?
Oh, I thought you said 20 years, so I was thinking 01.
Oh, yeah, that's when I met my wife, yes.
Yeah. So, I'm half man, quarter David Thewlis. Think about it. Just walk away.
Just deal with that, ladies. Deal with that. Just no-sell it. It'd be incredible.
Speaking of David Thewlis, since you already have quarter Dragonheart, quarter David Thewlis heart.
Right.
You are in a battle. You're kind of a snot-nosed punk, right? But you've been really well trained by a very surly, very loud knight who's always talking about the old code. So
I think well-trained snot-nose is the worst combination in the world.
You're well-trained? Yeah, because you know what? Man, I hate that guy, but dude can fight.
I was going to say, of all the things in this movie, David Thewlis in this movie's character is inherently unlikable. Like there's an untangible, unlikable quality about this character. Right away, you just hate him.
Yep. It's the haircut.
It's the haircut. It's the way he presents himself. He just like
that's my crown.
Yeah, that when that's my crown.
Let me pitch this to you.
David Thewlis. No, it's not.
You get this. You're a snot-nosed but well-trained person. You become king, and you have rule over. We're talking a pretty good domain. Like now, obviously, this is the Dark Ages, and Rob Cohen put this in the Dark Ages because it was kind of. He's like, well, dragons could probably exist then, and no one wrote about them. So you're in the Dark Ages, you have a good plot of land, right? If another land baron looked at your land, that land baron would be like, well, I'm not jealous, but it's about mine, so respect. Does that make sense? Like you have a very healthy chunk in the Dark Ages. You're one of the premier landowners, but you're also a snot-nosed, well-trained punk. Ugh. You have a group of governors, yes-men, lackeys, who meet with you at meetings. Now, my question for you is, how often would you just slam one of your lackeys' head on the table and then just hold it there for way too long?
Honestly, if I'm a well-trained snot-nose, the answer is as often as I could. I would constantly be waiting for someone to say something remotely controversial so I could slam their head against the table.
Boom. Right in the potatoes.
Yeah. I'd come home to my wife and she would say, how was your day? And I said, 4. I got slammed 4 heads onto the table today.
That's a new record.
Did you make any relationships in foreign relation? And I was like, no. 4. I did 4 heads against the table today.
I did the double. I had 2 of them look in and go, hey, what's in this glass? and then I both smacked their heads on the ground.
Right. There was a good thwack when that head hit the ground.
I watch it with Megan, my wife, who's, you've been on many episodes with her, but she's
one of my favorite people.
Yeah, she's the best. And she felt really bad for Jason Isaacs. Because Jason Isaacs' head was just laying there. Like he had his head smushed for a very long time against that table. And then Thewlis, before he walked away, he smushed it even further down.
Yeah.
That was an A+ snot-nosed, well-trained punk head smash. And also, when he kills let him go, release him, and then he shoots the guy with an arrow. I mean,
yeah.
He is. So, you know what's interesting? I listened to the commentary, I watched all the behind the scenes clips, and I read a bunch of the interviews about this movie. I mean, this was nominated for an Oscar. In 96, this was big business, hearing about this movie, the CGI, the VFX, what ILM did. But this villain, David Thewlis, and you might know this already, but he was supposed to be a very quiet person who realizes immortality almost immediately. So this person has become bored of life. They don't worry about death. They kill people. They just don't care. Overall, dark. Rob Cohen pulled a complete 180 with Thewlis. So you went from this dark, foreboding villain who, let's see, he's almost like Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård from King Arthur. If I could compare him to somebody. But instead they went with Thewlis. So, do you like that change?
I thought it was good. But again, my question is this. Who do you think evoked more negative emotion instantaneously? David Thewlis or Lee Oakes, who played the young David Thewlis?
I think it had to have been Thewlis. Because when you see when you see like a 14, 15-year-old punk, it's a punk. It's a kid. He's the king's kid. So, entitled. He trains with Bowen. But when they're older...
I watched this, though, as a kid. Well, not a kid.
Hey, wait, I had a good answer here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, I think that... I know I just jumped on you, but I always lose my train of thought, and then we start talking about something else, and then we come back.
You're a well-trained snot-nosed, Mark.
He's a 16... Yeah, oh, man, I am. Dennis Quaid trained me well. But but I'm just saying, this kid was... he's a kid. And so then when you see David Thewlis with the same exact haircut, behaving in the same manner, that's more frustrating. Because, listen, we've all seen that picture of you leaning on the tree, Adam, when you were 16.
Leaning on the tree.
If I saw you 12 years later and you were still leaning on that tree looking the exact same, I'd have questions, right? I'd be like, well, that young kid leaning against the tree, I get it. But now he's 12 years older, still doing it. Thewlis has become an even bigger, indignant, well-trained, snot-nosed turd.
Right.
So that's why he frustrates me more.
Right. Incredible. I remember, though, watching it and seeing Lee Oakes, and I was like, oh, that guy's going to grow up to be annoying. That was my impression. Not that he's going to grow up to be evil, but he's going to grow up to be annoying.
The actor won the lotto. They made money from that shoot, and him and his dad split a lotto ticket, and they won like $6 million.
What?
Yep.
That's the best piece of trivia from this movie, Mark.
That's from the commentary.
Wow. Incredible.
And how much bread, when he gets killed, when he gets stabbed, did you see how much bread was just sitting on that?
They were really well-fed peasants, I'll say that.
Yeah, all the pigs.
But Mark, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How much do you think it would boost your online presence for movies, films, and flicks if you hired me? Now, I would do it pro bono until we saw some actual numbers about things improving. But to be a poet who writes like poetic tales and keeps a record of all your podcasts. So you'll have like John Levingood on, and you guys will talk, and I'll be like, and he spoke upon the fast and the furious with eloquence and passion like no man had come before. And then you continue on. Then David will say something, and I'm like, and powered by hot dogs, he trucked along the side for the ride of a century, talking about Vin Diesel. Right? If I did that kind of stuff in a real like Brother Gilbert kind of way, Do you think that would be a positive or negative for your overall product?
It would be different, and I think in this landscape of so many, I mean, there's what 3.5 million podcasts out there according to Listen Notes,
Right.
and growing every day. Hey, we're top 2.5 by the way, MFF.
Cool.
Ew. But yeah, I think it would be different. I think it would be fun. But you got to let me go on your GoFigure show on YouTube, and you have to let me narrate as well. So he placed the updated cape onto his broad shoulders, and he painted his belt buckles with a acrylic paint made from the heart of sailors.
Because Megan's not here to rein us in, we're doing this. You're gonna send me the raw audio of one episode. You pick it, and I'll send you the footage of one of my episodes, and then we'll just do a director's cut of each of them.
Oh, I love it. That sounds great to me. And also, before you get too far, I want to tell you something. Meg, we had to pause it last night because Meg was laughing so hard. Mm-hmm. There was a scene where Brock, played by Brian Thompson, very good bad guy. He's riding away on his horse, and I noticed that there were very shiny silver horseshoes during the Dark Ages on the horse. So I looked at Megan, and I go, Megan, did they have iron feet for their horses back then? So instead of horseshoes, I call them iron feet.
Do they have iron feet?
Yeah. And then Megan researched it.
Thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and she researched it, and during the Dark Ages, they had like leather and different things, but they didn't invent like the things until a little later on, so they weren't sure.
Yeah, it was more like cowboy time.
But I call them iron feet.
I wanna make this is so great. I wanna write a script for an animated movie, Don Bluth style, about a young squire who finds an old nag, just an abused, worn-out old horse. But he invents the horseshoe.
Whoa.
So he's the guy that goes from leather to the iron, and it's called Iron Feet.
Yes.
That's the name of the movie, and at the end, his improved horseshoes help him become heroic, and that young squire becomes a knight because of the iron feet.
Oh man! And Megan just started laughing for the longest time.
No, and I respect Megan for laughing.
In a nice way, and like
in a nice
that was
way.
Cute way, not like you're an idiot.
You are adorable, Mark, and we all know that. When you called a bakery a bread store, like I called my mom the next day and was like, yeah, so my friend Mark last night, he called the bakery a bread store. Isn't that adorable?
So during our underwater episode, I think I told you this. Instead of saying underwater, I said downwater.
Downwater. Well, and that makes sense to me because one of your top 5 VHS tapes of all time would be Down Periscope.
Yes, it is.
So it's a full circle.
Oh man, Fire Down Under, right? The Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah. Quigley Down Under.
Oh, Alan Rickman, eh?
Alan Rickman, eh? He gets thrown out of a window in Top Shelf in that film. I want you to do, Mark.
Yeah.
Because I know you have spare time out the wazoo. I want you to do a best thrown through a window scene.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's so many. Oh, Braveheart. So many come to mind.
Right. I think it'd be great. A great article for any of your proprietary writing fields would be the top 10 thrown through a window scenes in a movie.
I love it. I think it. I mean,
Blade knows how to throw a guy through a window.
Oh yeah, a window or glass.
Yeah, glass of any kind, like a glass wall.
Okay, so all right, so let's say you have a vampiric scroll and it's surrounded by glass, protective glass.
For instance, let's say that's the situation we find ourselves in.
And I throw someone through it one day.
That counts.
Okay. But then if there's just a skyscraper window, like in Shazam, and I throw somebody out of it, then that works as well. So as long as it's glass, and I throw somebody through
a pane of glass bigger than one's head,
but not a mirror.
Not a mirror. No, a mirror is a whole different thing.
Okay. So no mirrors, but a pane of glass. Yeah. Larger than my head.
Yeah. It's going to be a great article.
So you know what my favorite gag in Dragonheart is?
Is it the arm and the tooth?
That's a great gag. Wonderful gag. But I'll give you two more chances.
Okay. Is it the the arrow into the bucket?
Nope, but that's a really good one too.
I like that one a lot.
Right.
I'm just trying to think. Well, mine would be the constant poetry from Gilbert.
I mean, I love it, but that's not my favorite.
Okay.
It's very much so a gag. Like, it's a gag.
Is it the loogie? Is it the hockaloogie?
Mm-mm. That's funny too. Can I tell you what it is?
Please.
Or you want two more guesses?
No, you do it.
All right. So my second favorite gag is when Gilbert shoots the dummy in the head, then right in the crotch area. He's like, "You're a natural, Gilbert." He shoots a guy in the butt later on. But I think my favorite one is when Dina Meyer's character, Kara, Bowen's like, "Listen, this dragon needs a maiden sacrifice." So all the villagers just put her in a cart, and they're like, "Take her!" There, like they roll her to the dragon. That's a funny gag. That's a gag that I love because the villagers are like, "Okay, cool." Like they're not worried at all. They just dump her in a thing, and she's like, "Guys, you know me. I grew up with you."
Yeah, that is a good gag, and so Dina Meyer. This was kind of the beginning of her run. Was this, and then she did Starship Troopers, and then she did what was the Batman show? Birds of Prey.
She had a good run. Johnny Mnemonic. I mean, Johnny Mnemonic was big when she did it. Oh wow, she works. Have you seen her IMDb? That's awesome. Yeah, she did Johnny Mnemonic. Then she did Dragonheart. Ooh, listen to this. Then she did Friends. Whoa, that was huge though. To be on Friends in '97.
Oh no, to be on Friends?
Yeah. And then she did, let's see, Starship Troopers. Well, Ally McBeal. And then she did Bats. So that's yeah, but that's still a good run. Oh, and Birds of Prey. Yeah. Good run. She was in Piranha 3D. I was happy to see her.
Yeah, she's one of those actresses when you see her, you're like, oh, it's you. Look at you doing things.
She's busy. She works. And I was listening to the commentary, and there was a lot of the writers all really hate on her casting, but the director Rob Cohen very bluntly on the commentary said, "I did not want a supermodel. I did not want a actress who was beautiful, like whatever, beautiful but not coordinated. He didn't want a like he said it much more blunt than me. I just don't like saying it. He's like, I didn't want some like skinny, but yeah. So then he saw Dina Meyer, who's still very skinny and incredibly in shape, but she's still athletic in this role. So that's how she got it. There were other names up for it that were probably bigger, but he's like, I wanted someone that could actually hold an axe in this movie. And I thought her fighting was pretty good. Not pretty good. I thought her fighting was really good.
Very believable.
I mean, the choreography in this movie, I kept going, Meg, they held that shot for 5 swords. Like they actually let the actors swing large swords at each other. And that is impressive.
Well, didn't Dennis Quaid train with some crazy Japanese swordmaster?
He did. And he got efficient. You know what I like too about this movie is, we talked about this with Lady Hawk. When we watched Lady Hawk, and that sword fight in that movie, it felt like people winging very heavy swords at each other. This movie has this too. And this isn't In the Name of the King with Jason Statham where he has a styrofoam axe and he's bopping people.
This is not Steel Dawn.
Yeah, there's no dance fighting in this. And I actually recommended dance fighting on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. We were doing a Cutthroat Island episode. And our guest, Jeanette Ward, she does belly dancing, but she did a performance with swords. So I told her to watch Steel Dawn, obviously, because of dance fighting.
Yeah. No, every time I talk to anybody about anything, I try to recommend them to watch Steel Dawn.
And I also told them about The Punch.
Yeah. My favorite moments, not reminiscing about our old episodes, but my favorite moments were the dance fighting the thwack, as I call it, when he punches that guy in the face, and then Kmart Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah,
Those are my three favorite bits from that episode.
that punch. I have never been so obsessed with a punch in my life.
No,
And
the punch in the sandwich.
oh yeah, the sandwich. Man, sometimes I
Incredible.
just want to go and revisit all these movies on the show. Like sometimes I'm like, I want to talk about Constantine again. It's just I
Right?
could do these episodes. I could just do 10 episodes around and round.
Well, the thing is, we have a workaround for Constantine because we did a Constantine episode. We could do a Constantine episode,
Yes, you're right.
right?
Constantine.
But no, but wasn't unless I remember incorrectly, wasn't Dina Meyer like the second actress that auditioned, and then the director was like, "Yep, that's the one." Like, stop looking.
Yeah, because they were pushing a bunch of people who were really, like, I guess, unathletic on it, and she came in and just destroyed what was in front of her. So
Right.
they said, okay, we'll slap multiple red wigs on top of her head. Doesn't matter about the continuity. We will just put whatever we can
No,
find on her head before the scene, and then she
the
will
wig
fight.
work in this movie needed help.
Yeah, I hate hating on it, but I try to
So
be super. Yeah.
this movie for me, in 1996, I moved from a town in northern Ontario to a town in southern Ontario, like a big, big move. And I had lived in my hometown all my life, and I was 15. Um, but the first friend that I made in my new school, Brad Acker and his brother Chris Acker, the first time I went to their house, this is what we watched.
Yes.
So like my first like hangout with a new friend in the new town was come over for dinner, and then we watched this movie with their family. And so this movie always is like super hits me in the feels. So much so that my daughter we named Aislinn after the Queen.
Oh, nice. She was
Yeah,
a pretty good actress who played Aislinn.
yeah. I felt bad for her, like as
Oh, yeah.
like you know, like you love your son, you love Bowen, you love what's going on, you plead to this dragon for his heart, but she knew the whole time, like she in the back of her head, she's like, this is gonna go bad. I know this is gonna go bad. But it's that Rosemary's Baby's a mother's love situation where you just do what you got to do.
Yep. Okay, so she hires dragon hunters to help her son, and I love that you named your daughter after a Julie Christie character. It makes me very happy.
I do what I can for you, brother.
Beautiful. But were they really dragon hunters? Because Draco, we haven't even talked about Connery yet. Draco, that's what I love about recording with you. Um, she, Draco destroys these dragon hunters. They are chump change. The only
Yeah,
time they ever do anything is when Gilbert shoots Thewlis and the dragon falls on the ground. And then they're like, oh, we'll put chains over it. These dragon hunters, I wrote in my notes, oh, I put dragon slayers, 2 question marks. Are these good dragon slayers? Or,
they're not good dragon slayers. I think they are the equivalent to the shark hunters in Jaws that go out in tin boats to try and get the great white so they can have the summertime dollars.
yes.
Like that's what's happening right now.
There's a line in Hot Shots that I love. And they go to get Topper Harley and Hot Shots Pardue. And she looks at him and she says, and we have an episode, one of the strangest episodes I've ever recorded, and it's beautiful. We talked about which candy we would dunk our hands in to fight.
Yeah.
And what I love is when they're like, Topper, you're the best of what's left. So there's not many dragons left.
No.
Bowen, I got a bit later. Bowen went around killing all of them. So, I mean, this means dragon hunters have they've had to find other work. So
Yeah.
this is like that last group still trying to hold on to their job, would you say?
Yeah, no, you don't want to kill the last dragon and then just become like a blacksmith.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you want to be at best a dragon chaser. I got it out of your village, sir.
Yeah. I would be a dragon chaser. Hey,
Yeah.
get out of here. Throw a rock at it.
Shoo.
Shoo. Get out. Come on. Come on. Go to the next village. Go to the next village. Go. Go, Star
Mark,
Child.
I know I've said this to you a few times lately, and especially in this episode. I know that you have like an incredible amount of spare time. So in that spare time, I'm going to suggest that we create a new podcast, but not a like discussion podcast. One of those like where it's dramatic. So just write a script, and then the two of us act out a story each week. And the podcast will be called Dragon Chasers, and it's about me and you are two like dragon hunters that want to actually save dragons. So we just pretend to chase them away.
Wow. We could write a pilot episode. I have a lot of free time.
Yeah,
we could do it.
Get on that.
Or we could just talk about a fake dragon movie.
Oh,
about
yeah.
fake dragon hunters who don't want to kill them.
Okay, so I think that's more our speed.
Scripted content is something I would love to do, but I already provide scripted content to about 3 different places. I don't know if I have time for it.
I don't think I could do scripted content.
What do you think about this, though? This isn't... I just got to get this question out there. You're a dragon hunter. You're really good at it, too. Like, you are...
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, you know when... I was going to bring up... You're a soccer player. You're Messi. You are a basketball player. You're LeBron James. You are a hockey player. You are... let's see. Who can I want to pick? Pavel Bure.
I was going to say Doug Gilmore, but that works.
Oh, Doug Glatt? You're okay, Ross, the Boss Ray?
I'm Youngblood.
Yeah, yes, you're Youngblood. So anywhere you walk in, anywhere in the world you walk in, people go, that's the Dragon Hunter. That's the Dragon Slayer. Like, listen, like, all the other Dragon Slayers, like, the cool ones have respect for you, right? They're like, how do you do it, man? Like, this is awesome. I respect you. The mediocre, this is like an Amadeus thing. Like, the mediocre ones hate you. Right? They're trying to poison you. They try to catapult you. They're jealous of you. They'll never be you. But the cool ones are like, hey, I got you. You kill every single dragon. You get to the last dragon. And that dragon's like, hey, why are you killing dragons? Like, yeah, well, I was teaching this snot-nosed but well-trained punk. And he got stabbed by this lady. And then we brought him to a dragon. This dragon gave him half his heart and it turned him bad. And then the dragon's like, well, you know that kid was evil himself, and he turned evil, and it wasn't the dragon. So you've been killing dragons, which you don't hate, you just hate the one to extinction based on a false assumption. What's your response?
I think I just cry. Like, I just sit down and cry. What do you say when you're like, you're responsible for genocide? Because you didn't have a conversation.
What do you think? Oops.
Yeah, like this is my problem with Batman v Superman. It's like if they had a 30-second conversation, that would be a totally different movie.
Like, I want Superman to just go, Batman, what else could I have done?
Yeah, what would you do, Batman?
I was on Earth, hiding my identity. World-destroying machines came to Earth, attacked Metropolis. They did a lot of damage. I tried to fight him into space. He threw a satellite back to Earth. What? Just let him kill me? Like, what? Let them take over the world? Let them terraform the entire world? Like, and then Batman would just be like, shut up. Do pull-ups. But yeah, I mean, you
push
would cry.
The tire.
You grab that sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So you would cry. I think I would just
cry.
Yeah. I'd let out a hearty oops. And just sort of walk backwards until I was out of frame.
Right. And then I think, so here's what you do. You emotionally react, which is I'm crying and you're walking backwards slowly into the shrubberies. But then you think, like, how do I right what I've wronged? That's the other part, right? How do you counteract your unknowing genocide? So then you're like, okay, Draco, what can we do to, like, with magic? Or, you have this magic heart. Can we reanimate a female dragon? Like, what do we got to do to make you get there, bud? Like, I'm Team Drago right now.
What if you said nothing? Because I have half a heart. If I had a full heart, I could do that. But I can't lay eggs. Everyone else is dead. And all I want to do now is die. But I think if I die, I will go to hell.
Right. So I would then say, if I'm Bowen, not if I'm me, because I don't think Adam would have killed that many dragons. without talking to one. I don't think. But that's just semantics or not. I think I would then say like, well, my job now is to serve you, to give you the best dragon life I can.
Yeah.
Like I am now your servant. I think it's like a life debt, right? Like a Jar Jar Binks life.
He would have to guard his castle and make sure
Yeah.
that no one attacks him.
Absolutely.
I mean, he kind of does that since they formed the partnership, because Draco says that he has been doing nothing but skulking in the darkness and eating off scraps. And people have just been trying to murder him for millennia. So he gets to go out, he gets to have some games. And I do like that Draco swims, because Rob Cohen said that, in Chinese culture, there's a lot of dragons who are amphibious. And
Right.
they don't quite have wings like Draco does. But I like that he had that aspect to him. So I guess the dragon's out there, the dragon's making friends, he's singing to women, he's doing cheeky gags, he's meeting cannibals who have a lot of pigs, but they want to eat human flesh.
Who do you think was the better 90s cannibal? The cannibals from Dragonheart or the cannibals from Judge Dredd?
Well, the cannibals from Judge Dredd didn't have many options. So they wanted to eat flesh because they didn't have anything else, right? They needed sustenance.
Right.
The cannibals in Dragonheart are better because they had thousands of fat pigs around to eat.
Right.
And water sources around them for fish, locks around them for food, like for all of that.
Yeah.
Oat everywhere. They planted oat for this movie. Rob Cohen planted oat. He didn't plant it himself, but oat was planted. These people have a lot of food at their disposal, but yet they still want to eat humans. So I like them better.
Okay. Now, Mark, something about this movie. I think the cannibals from Judge Dredd are better because the guy has a huge mechanical arm with a tiny little knife on the end of it. It makes me laugh every time. I don't care about anything else that you just said. Huge mechanical arm, little tiny knife. It's the best gag in a movie ever.
And we talked about that movie on the podcast as well.
We sure did. Mark, I remember, though, when this movie came out, it's 3 years after Jurassic Park?
Mm-hmm. So 96, 93, correct, yeah.
Yeah, and The Lost World came out 97, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this movie was really the first after Jurassic Park movie to really do special effects that kind of still hold up today. Like they're not as flawless as you'd see today, but they're not as glaringly obvious as other ones.
Yeah, and listen, I think there are times when you see the dragon coming out of the water and it doesn't look excellent, but I think this movie needs to get a pass because they show a lot of Draco. And the thing is that everyone loves the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park, and the Abyss scene, but in the Abyss it took place in a damp, dank, dark underwater lab. In Jurassic Park,
and it was a minute of the film.
When we get Jurassic Park, we see the T-Rex, but it's in the rain and it's dark. That's much easier to do VFX. Dragonheart, on the other hand, has a wild amount of daytime dragon.
Right.
And that is wildly ambitious. I mean, top off the fact that the thing's mouth can open like a boa constrictor. It has a Swiss Army knife tail. When it flies by Dennis Quaid, Dennis Quaid's hair flies in the air. If anybody's like, this movie didn't do it too great, just tell them that.
Malarkey to that.
Yeah, because I guarantee you that they never, like, this is a movie, like, the amount of daytime dragons in this. I mean, it's.
But even before this, Mark, name one movie that was about a dragon that featured even half as much as this of dragon as this movie.
I mean, Reign of Fire, no. And Reign of Fire came later. Harry Potter, no. We had a long dragon discussion. I mean, aside from maybe Pete's dragon, but that's cheating.
That's cheating because it's an animated cartoon. But even like,
Smaug slithers around, right? You never see all of Smaug. So yeah,
right,
this is. I mean, listen to this is like when they shot this, dude. This was 95 probably when they shot this. Oh, because
right,
you know what? They had to work on this movie for 15 months. Oh, so
and
so do you know the story about how this got made?
well, tell me if I think I remember it because this movie had a crazy amount of like television specials about the making of it. Like it was the first movie that was really celebrated. Like I remember before seeing it being like they stopped or they motion captured Sean Connery's actual face for the dragon, and there was
Yep.
like a thing about that, and like the idea like they drop huge weights into the water to get the splash, and then put the dragon in after that. Like there was all kinds of specials, like TV making of specials for this movie, which I'd never seen before. And I think in one of them, the writer pitched the Night in the Mouth scene to Dino De Laurentiis in '88, where
It's
he's like,
been around forever.
I want to do a movie about the last night and the last dragon that become friends because there's no one else to fight with. And so the scene where Bowen's in the mouth was the first scene that was written. That was the elevator pitch. Was that scene?
Absolutely. And then it got passed on to Rafaela De Laurentiis,
Right.
and they did designs with Jim Henson. Jim Henson created a dragon,
Right.
and they had I think a young either Clive Owen or Daniel Craig in the footage battling this inside a warehouse. But the problem was they couldn't get the budget low enough to do
Right.
because all the puppets and all this, and so then Jurassic Park came out.
And
Rob
boom.
Rob Cohen was hot off of Dragon. They got Connery. The script had heat. I mean, a lot of people wanted to be in on it. They went to
Yeah.
Slovakia to shoot that waterfall there. They built that. Like they
Yeah.
like it's a really good looking. There's a water fight in this movie, by the way. But yeah, so then they eventually got it made because of the advances of Jurassic Park. And you know, I was just reading. I forgot to say this. Like, they spent 13 months after the final cut. So this movie shot in 94, 93. Like this movie went into production almost immediately after Jurassic Park blew up in the theaters. So this technology, man, we went a roundabout way of saying it, but there are scenes like night scenes of this where Draco's talking and you just see the full expression of his mouth. When his mouth
Yeah.
opens like a boa constrictor, when its tail kicks open, there are when it's flying, oh my gosh, at night when they go to Arthur's castle,
So good.
beautiful. And they, you know what's funny? They filmed a lot of the flying scenes on like a little, I don't know what to call it, but it's like a hang glider with an engine, and they got one of the premier guys in Europe to fly it with a camera attached to it, which
Right.
makes me happy. But this movie, I mean, ILM, and it won a special Oscar. Like it won an honorary Oscar. It got nominated for best visual effects.
Right.
So it it was there, man. Like it wasn't just like a tornado that was
No.
spinning around. This was a living, breathing, all digital character, and this was a
But
big step up.
it wasn't like Smaug, where Smaug's an all digital character in an all digital environment.
Exactly,
The
exactly.
environment around Draco was all real, tangible environment.
And what people got to understand is I mean, they shot plates, and like obviously they had to, like they couldn't get the tennis
Right.
ball in the frame, but they had to deal with like crops moving, oat blowing, trees moving. Like they had a lot of variables on set to work with. This wasn't
Right.
sound screen or like green screen sound studio work.
Oh.
So this was a what like you said, you were 100% right. This movie there's so many things about this dragon. And I remember being very excited to see it, and I went to go see it in a theater, and I just want to pitch a couple things to you here. Or not pitch, but tell you.
Hit me.
This movie opened up when Mission Impossible and Twister were still running hard. Like we're still rolling deep.
Right.
And what's crazy is that Mission Impossible was in 3,000 theaters. Twister was in 2,800. Dragonheart was only in 2,100 theaters at the time. Like Flipper was in more theaters
Right.
than this movie. And Flipper was in its third weekend released. So it wasn't given that many theaters, but it still pulled in $15 million battling Mission Impossible and Twister. And then the
Right.
following week, The Rock comes out. The Rock. Like
Rock.
That's the audience for Dragonheart. I would say. Then, I mean, the cable guy comes out. What's up?
It's got the dragon in it.
Oh yeah. Wait, The Rock? Oh, Sean Connery. Yes. And then the cable guy comes out, which is a big deal. And then Eraser and Hunchback of Notre Dame, a Disney movie. So Dragonheart had some of the pound for pound, I would say, heaviest competition around, and it still managed to pull in. What's up?
Would you say Dragonheart was the Rocky Balboa of the 1996 summer movies?
I think so, because, I mean, listen, it still pulled in 51 million. If we adjust for inflation, that's probably 90, which is a big haul. And worldwide got it over 100 million. It made another 90 million overseas. So for the competition, I mean, this thing existed at the same time as Mission Impossible and Twister. Twister was the behemoth, like end all behemoths.
Remember Twister? The summer of Twister, man, all people talked about.
Because remember, you know what? This is what I remember from that time. From these dates that we're talking about, we had Twister, and all I wanted to read about was the sound. Like I remember THX, new speakers were invented for theaters, right? And you're thinking about this sensory blast of that, and then you have Cable Guy, where all it is the paycheck that Jim Carrey got, the $20 million paycheck. I don't know. We're close to the same age. Like everyone talked about that. The Rock, Nick Cage, action hero. Like remember, like, whoa, Nick Cage is an action hero. Like, and everyone, I remember saying The Rock is way better than I expected.
But The Rock is legit, like a legit action movie.
The Phantom came out too. I remember seeing that in the theater. I had to go drive to like a weird theater to go see it because no one was playing it. But it just wasn't the narrative, right? It was the narrative was the VFX of Dragonheart, the sound for me of Twister, and then Jim Carrey's paycheck for Cable Guy.
And then when you saw Cable Guy, you're like, what is this?
Yeah, insane. And I love it now, but
yeah, no, it's a great movie, but it wasn't a great follow-up to Ace Ventura and The Mask.
What I love about Cable Guy is it really gets you there in regards to the weirdness. It feels like it took your money. Like the karaoke scene with all those people that he brings up, it goes so dark.
Right.
But yeah, I love that for it. But then you have Dragonheart, which the writers, I think, wanted it to be Braveheart with wings. Yeah. But I think it's more like Willow.
No, this movie is a family fantasy feel-good movie.
It's Draco time.
Right? Like that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. And I also want to say that I've probably said it a number of times because I stand by it and I say it a lot. Dennis Quaid doesn't make bad movies. At worst, his movies are all right, but he's never made a stinker.
Yeah. Now I think Playing for Keeps with Gerard Butler, but he wasn't in that movie much.
No, but again, that wasn't like maybe
a Dennis Quaid movie is what you're saying.
A Dennis Quaid movie, right? Is what I'm saying. Like, like if you look at his, his repertoire here, so he would made like even his like 1970s and 80s made for TV movies were fantastic. Like, have you seen The Lights Went Out in Georgia?
Mm-mm.
It's fantastic. You should watch it. It's incredible. He was in Jaws 3D. It was not a great movie, but he was great in it.
I love that movie. It makes me so happy.
Yeah. And so then he did The Right Stuff. He did Dreamscape. He did Enemy Mine. Mark, we got to talk about Enemy Mine.
Oh, that's a good one. Absolutely. I love Enemy Mine.
Then he did The Big Easy, Interstate, Suspect, DOA, Great Balls of Fire. Like he just makes good movies. Like he's fantastic in kind of all he's doing.
After Tomorrow, he headlines In Good Company. Yeah. He's really good in that one.
He was Wyatt Earp he was Doc Holliday in Wyatt Earp.
Yep.
In a landscape where he had got to go up against Val Kilmer as Wyatt Earp or as Doc Holliday.
When people say too, like, "Oh, you're an actor," like you just act, but this was the infancy of VFX.
Yeah.
Yes, there had been some movies beforehand, but Dennis Quaid had to spend the majority of this movie looking at a tennis ball. Or also, being in a puppet's mouth. Like he's very loud in this movie. I will give him that.
No, he's abrupt.
He's very loud. But
I'll say this though, he got kind of the Christopher Reeve screw job in that, Christopher Reeve was very excited about working with Marlon Brando, and he had one line with him.
Yeah.
Right?
You're working with Connery.
Working with Connery, never on set together. I don't think they ever met.
Yeah, never met. Because, I mean, Connery just went in Connery joined this later on when he was there. And listen, there's scenes where he puts his arm on the dragon and you just melt. Or when they're in the field and he turns around and he goes, what? Dennis Quaid gave this everything, this movie. You know what I like too is the physicality of him in this movie. I bought into Bowen 100%. When he goes into that fake waterfall to fight Draco, I'm like, yeah, he'll be all right. Like I believed everything he did. Yeah. He's just good. He's selfless performer, had a lot of fun. I don't know. But you're right. I think this movie though, was it marketed as being so family friendly? I remember watching this and hearing the one-liners and just thinking to myself, wait, is that...
It was kind of, I think it was an afterthought, because very late in the run, there was a run of Dragonheart action figures.
Yes.
They weren't great. Like, their legs didn't move, and their arms moved a little bit. They're very posed. They were more like figurines than anything. And so there was a line, I think there was like 4 or 5 of them in there, and they're not great. Their likenesses aren't great. For the time, they were really lagging behind. However, the dragons that were in that toy line were incredible. Like, there's a talking Draco, and it goes for big bucks now, and it looks incredible. Like it's worth having it just for that dragon if you can get a hold of it. But I feel like those came out, they were kind of slapped on the end because I think when the writers were writing it and it was being produced, it was supposed to be this like earnest, like even Jurassic Park was like a very earnest take on dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
And so I think you're right. They wanted it to be Braveheart with a dragon. And then when they realized that wasn't the picture that they made, they quickly said, let's market it towards families. I feel like there was a mid-stride pivot.
That makes sense. Because that's what the script was. And then it became that. But here's the thing. You're not going to make Okay. A studio's not going to give you $80 million to make an R-rated dragon movie. No. So the writers have really complained about this movie. But the way to make the money back is not to make a dour Solomon Kane-esque film. It's to make a Willow. It's to make a movie that has a dragon saying one line. A dragon says, I did not swallow. It's a Bill Clinton gag.
Right.
In this movie, which is the one line that should not have been. It's the one thing that dates it. But right. It's still, I don't know. I think it's good, man. But I also think, could a studio, I have a question. Could a studio have faith in a movie and release it next to Tom Cruise, Twister? You can't have, the Cable Guy. Like, you can't, The Rock. You can't have, like, they didn't have faith in this movie, did they?
No, I think this is a Titanic situation. They didn't have, like, the whole story behind Titanic was that Firestorm with Howie Long was going to be released. And they said, we're not going to release it the same week as Titanic because Titanic is going to bomb. Like, the studios put so much money into this movie, and it's not good. It's going to bomb. We're going to wait a week and release Firestorm the following week because the studio is going to be looking for something to recoup money because it's going to lose its shirt on this Titanic movie. And then Firestorm never got released to theaters because it was just how many screens can show Titanic.
And Howie Long is like, well, we tried to be counter-programming. And it just got swallowed. It just got eaten. Pretty much. Yeah, hey, so how about this? Let's take a break, and then when we come back, I have something fun in store for you. How's that sound?
I love it.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And so, Adam, since we started the episode talking about David Thewlis, I thought it might be fun to do a draft where we draft Dennis Quaid movies.
You want to draft Dennis Quaid movies with me right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
How'd you like that head fake?
Oh, it's incredible.
Even though you're half David Thewlis. Since you're
Right.
the guest, and since his bench is so deep, I will give you first pick.
Okay, I'm gonna pick, in my mind, his most perfect movie, Frequency.
Oh, how dare you.
It's so good.
So good.
And that movie does the thing where it's like you want to stop the murders, right? You want to find out the killer. And so the son gets these bored moments back with his dad, and his dad doesn't die in the fire anymore, but he dies of cancer. But he solves the murders, and that stops. And then at the end, there's that little reveal where he comes in with a shotgun. He's like, "I quit smoking." Oh, it's so good, Mark.
Oh, man. What a good movie.
Such a great movie.
Oh, yeah, still a great movie. Jim Caviezel. Remember
yeah.
his run when he did, when he also had, he also did Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm taking The Rookie. That's my first pick.
Oh, wow.
Because
that is a great movie. Because it's your turn, coach.
He carries that movie, and he plays for the Tampa Bay Rays, and I lived 10 minutes from the stadium, and I'm a huge Tampa Bay Rays fan. But that's a movie that lives and dies on his shoulders, and 100%. It's a PG movie, and people love The Rookie. If someone who watched The Rookie, like, hey, have you seen The Rookie? What'd you think? And it was all right. Like, you'll never, I don't know. It's like 6.9 on IMDb. That's quite high. But yeah, it's a very likable, fun sports movie. So I got to go with The Rookie.
The Rookie is in my top 3 sports movies of all time.
Oh, really? Because it's so I'm
so
thinking
earnest.
Amiable, right? It's like it's super likable. It's super earnest. The kid actor in it is good. Isn't it the kid from 2.5 Men? Likable kid.
Yeah.
It's just a good movie. So that's my first pick.
Great movie. Okay. That's a good pick. I think those are fantastic picks, both of us. We're doing great over here. So I'm going to go with a remake.
Oh, wait, which is Flight of the Phoenix?
Flight of the Phoenix. And I'll say, like, Dennis Quaid does not shy away from remakes.
No, he'll do it. He's down.
He's done Footloose. He's done Flight of the Phoenix. He's done The Alamo. He's going for it.
We'll have to do that episode one day because I have the DVD. I bought the DVD because I think you brought it up one time and I saw it for $2, so I bought it.
Oh, yeah. And did you like it?
Oh, I love it. Oh, no, I saw it in theaters, man. It has Tyrese. Come on.
It's got Tyrese.
Come on.
It's so good. It's
you
so
think
good.
The plane crashes, but it flies up. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I love it. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. So I'm going to go back to the 80s.
Okay. I thought you were going to pick A Dog's Purpose.
Oh, gosh. He's been turning his good work for so long. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. Inner Space.
That was on my list, brother.
I mean, come on. You
right?
got to do it.
He's inside. The coolest guy in the world is inside of Marty Short.
It's amazing. So yeah,
it's so good.
I'm taking Inner Space. What's your third pick?
Enemy Mine.
Yeah, it's funny. It came down to Enemy Mine or that, and I picked Inner Space. Now, This is gonna be an odd pick, but I remember watching it and just really liking him in this movie. I'm gonna go with In Good Company.
Okay.
It's Topher Grace, Scarlett Johansson, and he tries to dunk a ball, and he just lands right on his back, and it's a good bit. But I like he's adjusting to Topher Grace coming in. I remember Topher Grace was so good. He's very good in that movie. And I remember a major critic going, Topher Grace will win an Oscar in the next 10 years. I'm like, I think he was just on screen with Scarlett Johansson and Dennis Quaid because, they can carry pretty much anything. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm giving him that.
Okay, so it's funny because I'm picking also a Topher Grace movie.
Really?
Yeah, Traffic.
Whoa. Oh, he plays the dad, doesn't he, in this?
Yeah. And there's a thing where, and this is just me talking, Mark, just me talking. Some actors hold on to the cool guy role, and some actors transition to the dad role really well. And I think Dennis Quaid was really good at doing that. Like, I'm going to be like the male cool lead, and then transition to like, well, I'm the dad now. I'm gonna own that.
Yep. And he did. And listen, he made a very great. You know, it's like Day After Tomorrow. That's one of the all-time dads.
Yeah.
Day After Tomorrow features an all-time movie dad.
Yeah.
He's a good movie dad. Don't kill me, but I'm gonna take Dragonheart.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. That's fantastic.
I mean, he puts work in, man. So that's why I'm doing it.
I picked Frequency, so you can pick whatever you want. Freebies, man.
Oh yeah, that's a winner right there. You know what's whenever you say frequency, it just like it hits me right in my. Like, I guess the best word I can think is feels, because he actually plays a good dad in Kin too.
Yep.
Man, what a great dad. He's in Goliath with my boy Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, Billy Bob, you love Billy Bob.
Best set I ever worked on, man. That dude's awesome.
All right.
What's your fifth pick?
So I'm torn, Mark, between two. I'm torn between two. So one was my safe. This is crazy. Was my safe movie to bring over to a girlfriend's house to watch with her parents for the first time meeting them.
Whoa.
Like if you're like, oh, why don't you come over and have dinner and movie with my parents and meet them? I would always, I was like the movie guy in high school, I would always bring Undercover Blues.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
Because it's just like this fun kind of spy movie, and there's bits in it, and it's just a feel good, and it's just really well done. But the other movie that I'm struggling with is The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
It's like a made-for-TV movie with Christy McNichol, and they're like, he's just a reprobate. Like he's just like he can't get a break. He makes every wrong choice, but you love him doing through it. So I'm gonna go with Lights Went Out in Georgia. It's a better movie, and I think that if people are listening, they haven't seen it. It's on YouTube. That's the kind of movie it is. Go watch The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Love it. Oh, that's a deep bench pick.
Yeah. Oh, and also a little. Let me just read you the cast here, Mark. The top three billed characters are Christy McNichol, Dennis Quaid, and Mark Hamill.
Whoa.
So Mark Hamill plays the sheriff in this movie in '81.
This sounds like fun.
It's great.
Hey, all right, I need to watch this right now. See y'all later.
Yeah, Mark just hangs up.
See you later. Ooh, country singer. So I'm gonna go a different pick. I'm gonna take his role as Frank from Far From Heaven, because it's his only role where he's ever been nominated for a major performance. So he got nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance as Frank. I don't want to say too much from about the plot, but like it's just like in the 50s, he's like an all-American husband, and like something happens with Julianne Moore, and then it kind of breaks down. It's a tough watch, and it's a very, let's see, what's the word? It's like a very Todd Haynes type film, but it's this only movie where he's nominated for a major award. So I'm gonna do Far From Heaven because he puts in you know what's kind of nice about him? When you think about him, you could see him playing a 1950s husband. Yeah. And this one really spins the role on its head. So I'd like that he took chances here, and then he did that. So that's what I'm saying.
No, he's like there's leading men, and then there's actors, and I think Dennis Quaid just happens to be an actor. Yeah,
but if he's on your bench, you're set.
Yeah.
And I think what I like about him too, and I'm going to bring up his name again, but like Walton Goggins, a lot of time these guys realize that like I could have a great but he also carried The Rookie. He carried Day After Tomorrow. So I'm not saying he's not a total star, but I don't think he ever realized what's the word? What am I thinking of here?
What would you think about Dennis Quaid and Walter Goggins in a remake of The Rock?
Who's who?
Quaid is Connery and Goggins is Nick Cage.
You got to make this poster.
I'm making it for you.
Who's Michael Biehn?
Michael Biehn would be played by. Hold on, I got it. I got it in my head right now. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this name out, and you're gonna love it, Mark.
Can we make Ed Harris's character Rob Lowe?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So hold on. His name, I can't think of his name right now, but
is Dennis Quaid Scottish?
Right.
Is he Scottish in this movie?
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna play Scottish. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So hold on. No, the guy who played Spartacus, but the in the second season.
Oh. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
What's his name? Hold on, it's gonna come to me here.
That's a sad story.
Not coming. I'm looking it up.
Not Jai Courtney.
No.
They're all working though. I mean, Jai
Yeah.
Courtney is turning in work. One of the I forget her name, but she's in that show Lucifer now. She's been on there every season, so she's making syndication money or Netflix money now.
Right.
They're working.
Oh, hold on. Here it is. It's
Manu?
No, not Manu Bennett. He would be good though. He could be in it.
Yeah.
He would play like the second in command. Hold on. He was in Vengeance. That's what it was called. Spartacus Vengeance is where they had the new guy. Okay, here it is. His name. Are you ready for it? Andy Whitfield.
Oh yeah, Andy Whitfield.
That's the guy. He would play the Michael Biehn character.
Andy Whitfield.
Andy Whitfield.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it went for it. Like it was unapologetic and it was good.
Yeah, that's a very good word for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also like that they killed Lucy Lawless in every season and brought her back in every other season.
Wait. Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, because like one was like they killed her, and then season 2 was a prequel because unfortunately the first guy who played Spartacus died, so they had to figure out what to do. So they did a prequel. He wasn't there, and then the third season was a sequel. They brought her back to life, and then in the fourth season she was dead.
What a bloody show.
What a bloody show.
Sam Raimi.
But no, I'm gonna make it'll be called The Rock Revelations.
Ooh.
So it'll be like one of those things where you're not sure if it's a sequel or a remake. You don't know what's going on, kind of like Ghostbusters with Jenny McCarthy. You're like, what is it? The same universe? Is it not the same? We don't know what's going on. It'll be like that.
Oh, I like that.
I just want to see Walter Goggins play everything.
Why not?
Right? Walter Goggins in a remake of Face Off.
Walton Goggins.
Sorry, not Walton. Walton Goggins. Yeah. Who would be his opposite in Face Off?
Oliphant.
Yes.
Come on.
Oliphant and Goggins in Face Off?
Can you make that poster?
Okay, so I'm making notes here. I'm making a Rock poster and I'm making a Face Off poster for you.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
What is the Rock? So I guess we should talk back to
Dennis Quaid films.
Yeah, and then Dragonheart. So I mean,
right.
Why does Draco have to die? Couldn't they have? All right, so that guy's immortal, right? Thewlis is immortal.
There needs to be a workaround where they put him in an iron mask and put him in a prison.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? But again, I think this goes back from being a family movie to being Braveheart with a dragon, where it's like, to this day, my dad preferred when Braveheart was on 2 VHS tapes because he knew the first VHS tape was safe to watch. He's like, I don't like when he dies. I don't like when he dies. You watch the first or second battle, and then you don't need to watch him be betrayed. It's a good movie if you watch only the one tape.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
but I think this is them trying to give it, and this is my big thing with Superman is one of my favorite characters of all time, and when he died in '92, there was weight behind it because he had 60 years of being Superman before that. But every time after that they kill him. They'll kill him in this story, and they'll kill him in that story, and they'll kill him in a movie. Like it almost seems like they can't think of anything. They can't write a good story, so they try to be extra meaningful by killing people.
Yeah.
So I think this was like, well, if we kill Drago, then it'll have a lot of weight.
They didn't need to kill him. But if they kept him alive, he would just be a lonely dragon on Earth.
Right.
And if he traveled, everyone would just hunt him and try to kill him anyway, right? Because humans are pretty horrible to dragons in this world.
What do you think, Mark, if they took Drago at the end, right? He's like during this climax, but then they take Thewlis and they say, "Listen, you're gonna die. We're willing to pay that price. However, Draco's gonna take you, and you're gonna go on like a quest with him, and you guys are gonna learn to share a kindred heart, much like Bowen and Draco did, right? Because that was where Dragonheart came from. Was they were two people with a like heart, and so then Draco is then like charged with the redemption of Thewlis' character, and they fly off together in the end. Does that satisfy you?
No, because that means Thewlis is still around.
So much, right?
Yeah. If they made him a better, like a more likable character, I would, because he doesn't want the dragon dying. Thewlis does. So
no.
If the dragon dies, he dies.
Right.
So he doesn't want that to happen. So if they bonded over that, but that's like a half hour. I don't.
Yeah. No, you never see the you don't see the resolution. You just see at the end they fly off together.
I mean, I kind of like that because there's no point for Draco to die.
No.
I know he goes back home to his
Avalon.
Yeah, like Avalon to his other dragons, and he gets to hang out with them. But it just seems like kill me, like, just imprison the dude. But he could get out, right? But he doesn't have an army anymore. So
no.
The ending was this movie, it's very rushed at the end. When they train the army, they train them for about 3 minutes. The final battle scene, 6 seconds. It's Pete Postlewaite shooting people in the butt with an arrow. And then they go to the castle, and they have some... So you know what? Okay, before we get out here, I just want to bring up a few things that I have to bring up.
Yeah. It would be irresponsible not to, Mark.
There's a lot of melons being exploded on people or pushed in people's faces.
Like I said earlier, there's a lot of food for these peasants.
A lot of... They're wasting vegetables by throwing them at people.
Yeah.
They are very wasteful peasants. Next, that fight between Thewlis and Quaid. They start in the basement, the sub-basement. Then they fight their way to the highest tower of the entire property. And then they end up fighting again inside the castle when he rushes him. I mean, I want to see how they get from the lowest part of the castle all the way to the top.
Yeah, stairs, I think.
Well, but imagine that. That'd be exhausting. And last but not least, if you're an evil ruler, Adam, and you get angry, do you go stab wooden poles? Do you smash melons? Or do you smash your cronies' heads into tables? Or all three?
So the wooden sticks get them out of there, but I would put a melon in front of all of my guys so that if I ever smash their head, they would also smash a melon. Double whammy.
Whoa. I like that.
And I would make a rule for my kingdom that if you saw any of my men with melon goo on them, you could throw food at them yourself with no ill repercussions.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Oh.
So it's like if you saw, like, if Mark, if you were like, I have an idea, and I wham, smash your head into a melon, then you're walking through the courtyard and people see melon goo on you, they could just like whip whatever they want at you with no consequences whatsoever because they know that you were bad earlier. I
love this world. I love Thewlis in this movie, though. I know it's random, but I love a villain I just want to punch. Do you not?
Dude, Darth Vader is the #1 selling action figure of all time. But he's also the most hated character. You know, like people like a bad guy they don't like. Like when that first movie, when Star Wars first appeared, the people booed Darth Vader. They didn't know who he was. They just knew they had to boo him.
You see Thewlis and you just want to boo him?
Oh, I saw young Thewlis and wanted to boo him.
You know, they complained. They're like, oh, that actor had an accent, and then Thewlis had to mimic it. And I was thinking to myself, I could care less if the two accents matched up between these two different actors.
Mark, when we talk about accents, I'm going to say something, and I don't think we've ever talked about it. And maybe it'll stop me from being invited in the future. I love Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Listen.
And I don't care about his accent whatsoever.
Here's the thing. I mean, this is a fantasy world. And so I could care less about Quaid not even attempting an accent in this movie. Also, we're as North Americans, right? We have had many people from all over the world coming over here and attempting Southern accents or Canadian accents or Minnesotan accents.
Right.
And they have been wildly bad.
I've never in my life, Mark, ever said, "What are you talking about?"
Exactly. And like I've heard Southern accents where I'm a pretty chill dude, but when I hear these Southern accents, I'm like, you're not even trying. Like I don't even know what this is. Like,
you've made my culture into a caricature.
Yeah, it's oh dang shucks. You're like, what is like this actor who went to Oxford and like played Macbeth is coming over here and going, oh jolly good
and
golly.
Even Cletus from The Simpsons.
Yeah, just jolly good golly, my gosh. And you're just thinking, oh. So you know what? Let's send Costner over there to do those accents. Like let's send Stallone over there to do a British accent. Like let's do it. Let's send
Keanu Reeves over there to do Dracula.
Oh man, you know what? You know what pains me about that? Francis Ford Coppola said that he's such a great guy that he tried so hard on his accent. And this is the fault of Francis Ford Coppola. He didn't want to give him more direction because he saw how hard Keanu was working. And he didn't want to fire him. Or get him, like Keanu was trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. But yes, you know what? Send over Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah.
Send over Terry Crews, right? Have him do the accent. So
I would love to see Terry Crews in a modern remake of Sense and Sensibility.
Send Drake over. Let him do a British accent. Yep. I mean, just send Chris Jericho over. Let him do a British accent.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Just Bruce Campbell. Because
Bruce Campbell can do anything, Mark.
Now, I do think that maybe British, Australian people probably can pull off American accents easier than an American going over to, well, yeah, because, I mean, Juno Temple's British. And I didn't know she was British until I watched the Ted Lasso show. And I went, wait, what? So I think it's, I think it's probably much harder, or not many people have done it. But you know what? Send everyone over there. Let them do accents. I love that Costner doesn't try. I could care less.
Right, because the movie's fantastic.
And enjoy it. I mean, Slater's over there. I don't even think Slater's trying an accent.
No.
Morgan Freeman? No one. Who cares? Just, they're movies. Like, it's Robin Hood. I don't know.
Yeah, just have fun with it. It's fun.
I could care less that Henry Cavill is playing Superman. It doesn't matter to me. Like, oh, Superman's American. Who cares? Like, just cast a good actor. I don't care. Like, it's Christian Bale played Batman. Like, who cares? Let's send Terry Crews over there.
Yeah, I love everything that you're saying about Terry Crews. He could play any movie, and I would be okay with it.
I know we just went on a long rant about that, but come on, guys. Like, you got to know what it feels like for North Americans to hear some of these accents sometimes. So we send it back your way a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. That was a rant, but I love it.
That was good. The only Canadian accents I really forgave were the ones in The Goon because the movie was so good.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Jay Baruchel was so involved. Like the only non-accents were what? And like, Sean Glatt or Sean William Scott. Doug Glatt, he was from the States, right? And then he moved to play.
Yeah, he went up. He came up to the Great White North.
So it's, I mean, what about Ross Ray? Was he Canadian?
Well, I think he started his career in Montreal, right? So he was a French Canadian.
Oh, okay. Do you think he maybe had like a hybrid that worked okay, or no?
I think with Canadian hockey players, they go wherever they can because, like, Doug played for an East Coast team, and the East Coast Canadian accent is like what they call it, like kind of the Newfie accent, which is I don't know if that's politically correct not to say, but they have a very specific accent that like the rest of Canada makes fun of. And so none of that was in the movie because it was just like all these hockey players from all around Canada go there just to play it. And like at how can I survive while playing hockey.
Got it. And to be fair, when I lived in Korea, the majority of the soccer team I played on was Irish. And so whenever I would go play a soccer game and hang out with them for a couple days, I had a little bit of an Irish tinge to my words. So I guess if you're playing in Montreal for, 15 years, you're going to have an interesting cadence with your accents.
Right. All that to say, Dragonheart was a fantastic movie.
We've talked about it. We covered it all.
We got places, sir.
A favorite scene from this movie, and then promote your show.
Okay, favorite scene from this movie was when they pulled off their first con job.
Oh, the swimming.
The swimming, like it just everything about it. Their banter back and forth. I was like that. This was the first time when I watched the movie. I was like, oh, this might be better as a television show, where each week they go to do a con job and then actually help out a small village.
Yeah.
Right, be very episodic. So yeah, that was my favorite part.
And also I want to say, Nutty Professor opened up like 5 weeks later, which just cleaned out everybody else. So This movie did not have much of a chance in the box office.
No.
And tell us about GoFigure, man. I want to hear about your show.
Yeah. So we run a YouTube channel called GoFigure, all one word, and where we talk about toys, and mostly we find broken, abused, and incomplete action figures from the 80s and early 90s. And each episode we look at a different toy line, and we do some like do-it-yourself Martha Stewart style repairs to get them back up on the shelf. So we've been doing that now, and it's going well. But check it out if you like action figures or if you like things that are fun.
It's a great show. Lovely show.
We just
did a good idea.
Which was a lot of fun.
Oh, it's such a good idea, and it just makes me happy.
There you go.
All right, so my favorite moment of this movie before we get out of here. I mean, I love the maiden sacrifice.
Yeah, that was a good bit.
I love when he catches the arrow. But you know what? I'm going to say it too. After the first gag, when Draco is swimming in the water.
Right.
I mean, that looks beautiful for 1996. And now when you know what I don't like the effects look dated. It's like, well, you look dated. Like in context, 96, it's beautiful. I would
love to see Mark hosting a panel at Wizard World Atlanta, at DragonCon. Oh, at Dragonheart Con. And you're doing the Dragonheart panel, and you're on stage with Quaid, and you're on stage with Dina and with Thewlis, and you're moderating it, and someone stands up and he goes, "These effects look dated," and you just stand up and go, "You look dated." You just like full like rage on him. I would love that.
That's what happens when things happened 25 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just, I get
right.
All right, well, this was fun, man, and I loved watching this. I loved learning about it. I had some very fun questions. I had, silver shoes, which...
Steel shoes.
Steel shoes. I mean, just beautiful lines. We had a laugh, and we talked about accents. This was beautiful.
This is always the highlight of my week when we get together, Mark.
I love this. Well, thank you for joining me, man.
Anytime.
All right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for 1/2 heart Adam, 1/4 heart Dragon, 1/4 heart Thewlis Hodgins. This is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.